Hey guys, beauty. Don't forget to write yourself. Leave your like, and your comment is also very important to us. Why can't the Chicago Bulls keep the lead? With 19 games left, that question will define the season. It becomes exhausting. It took just 4 minutes into the second half on Wednesday in Detroit for Chicago Bulls coach Billy Donovan to call a timeout in frustration. On paper, things looked to be going well. The Bulls were leading the Pistons 78-61 and Zach LaVine already had 21 of his 41 points, but that didn't reflect the reality on the court. The Bulls were assertive and combative throughout the first half, maintaining a double-digit lead in the locker room. But they entered the second half with a different energy, carefree. After the starting unit coughed up 3 turnovers in 2 minutes, Donovan saw enough. He tried to rally his players, but the initial timeout did nothing to reinvigorate his energy. The Pistons came back with a 21-point fourth-quarter comeback. This isn't a new phenomenon for the Bulls. In fact, it's been a vicious cycle dominating the season. For Donovan, that constant inconsistency reached a breaking point on Wednesday, which could not be pacified by escaping Detroit with a victory. You see this team in the first 24 minutes of the game playing unbelievably beautiful basketball, said Donovan. So you see a team looking lethargic, uninspired. It's amazing to me, to be honest. The Bulls have been preaching consistency since training camp, repeating the word like a mantra as they struggle below .500 in the final quarter of the season. Despite this emphasis, they only played a handful of full games. And with 19 games left, it's hard to see a way forward for the Bulls to fix that critical flaw. Even the most seasoned players have begun to feel a sinking feeling in the pit of their stomachs when an edge starts slipping away. It becomes exhausting, said forward DeMar DeRozan. We just have to show a sense of urgency coming out of the break, especially when we are ahead and we understand that the other team is not going to give up and just let us win. They will come out swinging. At first, they were slow matches. Now, the issue is in the third quarter, when the Bulls typically squander any lead they can build. Second-half meltdowns are especially frustrating in games like Wednesday's, when the Bulls showed their ability to compete in the first 2 quarters. In that first half, it was some of the best basketball we played all season, said point guard Patrick Beverley. Even after falling early in the second half, the Bulls managed to put together a 21-point lead late in the third quarter. The problem was what came next. The fourth quarter was a harrowing picture all season. The Bulls are the third worst team in the league with an 11-21 record in clutch games, which end with a 5-point margin or less in the final 5 minutes, and they frequently put themselves in those clutch situations by allowing an advantage to evaporate. Even in Wednesday's game, LaVine felt the Bulls were unable to seat the Pistons in the fourth quarter. We did what we were supposed to do, LaVine said. We had an 18-point lead. We just can't give up on Wednesday. So where is the blame? Ask Donovan, DeRozan, and the rest of the list, and they'll all come up with the same answer: it's everybody. But if the Bulls are still hoping to correct course, it's clear that someone will have to lead the offense. Sustained lack of energy is not a matter of changing a schedule or starting rotation, it all comes down to mindset and leadership. If the Bulls want anything to improve as they fight for a play-in tournament berth, that change will start with the intangibles. It's exhausting talking about it, DeRozan said. We have 19 games left. It is up to us from here on out not to be here again.